in the north. And the north traditionally has the bulk votes. How do you interpret this or interrogate it?
Like that. How many votes can Showore take from Tinubu?
Okay.
How many can the SDP guy, who I like him a lot? Yeah. How many votes can he take from Tinubu? Then talking about the South and the Southeast. Again, let's emphasize it is a free and fair election that's not monetized. Peter Obi any day will win the Southeast and the South. Any day. Yeah, maybe Dunadu can take some votes. Rotimi Amaechi, can take some votes. Yeah, if Sheikh Makinde from the Southwest can take some votes. But it will not scratch the surface. Then you talk about there's no homogeneous North. Now you have the middle belt. I'm not talking about so much of the North Center, the middle belt. Those ones are not likely to vote for Atiku. You can talk about the core North. So if you take that, with the vote from the core North alone, see him through? No. Buhari had those votes. And people were even more energized then because the same belief we have about Peter Obi was what they had about Buhari, that he's not corrupt and all that. But he could not cross the Niger. He had a handshake from Tinubu. So Atiku not having votes in the South would disadvantage him, especially the fact that even the North, he can't get enough vote from the middle belt to win. So he might be the only person standing, but how many of those votes? Now you have Konkanso. Can you really tell me that Konkanso cannot deliver even Kano or Jigawa? If he doesn't deliver those states, the minimum he will take away from there is 25%. Peter Obi on his own will take 25% of the votes in Kaduna without even Konkanso. So your next president is Peter Obi, whether we like it or not. He is. I can see the roadmap. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria today, does not have a pathway to go back to the villa unless they do otherwise.
234 governors, senators, and reps.
Then, you see, let there be free and fair election. I said this in April when we had World Press Conference. Serving our former members. That was in April. I said, look, these people should not truncate this democracy. And I said, we had G34 that went to see Abacha then. And they were largely people that later formed PDP, led by Solomon La and the rest of them. Say, look, we want civil rule, hand over to civilians. Organize an election, hand over to civilians. They went there, they gave him a letter. Nobody in APC today went with that group. So I'm saying, they did not fight for this democracy. Forget about what they claim other people did before. I don't believe in what these things they said they did before.